Hello gamers, it's Golden12 here, back with another Zenless on Zero video, and today I'm going to try to figure out how to wrap up a live stream that was already 16 minutes into a shorter time frame. There's a lot of information to cover, so let's go. So, starting at 1 minute into the live stream, we actually get the trailer. I'm going to skip over that. What's on screen will be important in a minute. You've probably already seen it in the notes. But the first thing first, at 3 minutes and 50 seconds into it, we have both of the character stories, with Jane Doe being a beautiful cover, and then of course the robot girl having the Bang Boo cover. You know, they're going to go into the characters, they're going to go into the life of Jane Doe, who she is, what she's doing, all that stuff. And then obviously it's going to be a story with the robot girl and PubSec, right? So it is what it is. After that, we have the rat fight. So you actually do fight Jane Doe in here as a boss. That's right. You not only does she look great and you're going to summon for her, you're actually going to fight her. So at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, they actually show off the Jane Doe fight, which is pretty interesting because, well, first off, it's the first playable character, to my knowledge, that's actually a boss fight, right? As you can see here, she's going to combo on our ass, so, you know, get ready for that. Right. Some insane stuff going on there. And then, well, as you can see it on screen, 6 minutes and 50 seconds in, I'm gonna just 在 1.1 版本卧底蓝调的剧情中，神将们可以操纵剑在光影广场、六分街等地的街道上自由行走，完成相关任务。没错。If you don't notice what's happening in this loop, don't worry about it. Just it speaks for itself. That's all you gotta know. You know, got that on loop. Anywho, we also get a new Bang Boo at 9 minutes and 18 seconds. I don't know if it's on. It is on this page. Yeah, so there's a new officer Bang Boo who is going to obviously help out your PubSec members while also doing physical damage himself. As you can see here, he pulls out a little chomping. Oh my god, I forgot to set off the loop. My bad. He pulls out a little like chain chomp thing, kind of like the shark Bang Boo. Yes, like and subscribe, otherwise Frankie's gonna eat your elbows. He's just gonna go and bite the enemy to death, right? Little grim one. He also has a follow-up attack that's pretty cool. It's kind of like Jane Doe's, where you just do a big slash, right? So, yeah, pretty cool. Of course, you'll be able to summon for him. He's gonna be an S-rank Bang Boo, like so. And, you know, all that good stuff, right? There's gonna be a new mode called Hollow Zero Operation Reaper and Inferno Reap Time Trial. Okay, I know it's a long ass title, but these are two separate things. It's Inferno Reap is the mode itself, and this is just the title for the mode, Hollow Zero Operation Reaper. What this is going to be the same thing that you see in the current Hollow Zero if you've made it to level 45. Granted, I know not everybody's made it there, but they are actually going to open up a brand new mode, a part of that using the same boss from the level 45 area in Hollow Zero, right? And it's going to be a specific time trial, so it's going to be pretty rough considering the boss is already hard. They're just going to give us a harder version where you can select the actual buffs, right? Which is very interesting, where you can select whatever buffs or like set of buffs you want to actually beat it, and just throwing us in there for a time trial. As you can see, all this stuff, very interesting. This is kind of like the current divination universe inside of Star Rail. So in case you're familiar with that system, you're going to do the same thing here. You go through a run with all your buffs, save them, and then you run into here with a time trial. So it's going to require a lot of work to obviously get the best combo and, you know, beat the time trial with faster times. But it does seem like a very interesting mode. I'm kind of excited for it because Hollow Zero is already a really cool mode. But once you're done with it, right, you're kind of good unless you're, you know, doing your weekly runs, right? So cool to see more stuff being added there, but I'll let them show that on screen as we continue going forward. Yeah, as you can see, what's going on here, not so good. He is not beating that in 1 minute left. But past that, we actually have a new main event called Camellia Golden Week, and it's a main event with mini games, kind of like if you played Genshin or Star Rail, you're familiar with this. But they're gonna have a main event. This is the event for the update. This is the one that you want to make sure you do so you get all the rewards. All right, the main thing here is going to be a free to play weapon, right? If anybody remembers the Silverwolf incident of 1.1 where they drop a really OP weapon but then it never comes back and you're kind of bricked if you know, for options, make sure you do this event despite how it may look boring for some player. players, make sure you do it just to get the weapon, so you have a good solid option for any of your DPS characters flat out, right? This is arguably going to be the best 4-star option for basically every DPS, if not the second best, right? So it's going to be worth doing. There's also another event which they go through very fast called the First Class Customer Service. This one is another mini game based event. It's a miniature event where you just do a rhythm game to sync your disc up and actually get the reward, right? Nothing insane with this one, but always appreciated that they're doing a lot of events this update. Next up, we have the Daily Life of PubSec Officer, which is a event where you play as a PubSec member. That's right. You get to talk to everybody just like the dating sim that's already in the game and help them with their issues. Nothing too crazy here. It's cool. You get to see some nice character interactions, so I'm sure some players will be happy about that. I myself don't care too much, apart from the fact that the rewards are hopefully good. Looks like there's a lot of good stuff here. There's another event, Scene 1, Shot 1, where honestly, I don't even remember what you do. Oh, right. You role play as a filmmaker, right? And you also get various rewards for that. And a new feature that they're adding to the camera system, 2 of them actually, filters in a selfie mode. The selfie mode I do think is really cool because you can pose up and rizz up everybody. I'm just gonna just spam unks. It's gonna be Frankie's. Frankie's gonna spam it. But you're gonna get new poses in a selfie mode where you can take pictures of other characters and so on, right? Like so. That's why I was making the Riz joke right there. But you guys get the idea, right? Just some new, not quality of life features, but new features added to the camera system. There's another event called the Immersive Tactical Drill, which I'll be honest, they didn't even explain, but it's there. And then of course, an updated Shiryu defense. I don't think that's anything special. I think it's just a new updated one, but that's besides the point. There's a lot of stuff going on here because we're not done yet. There's a new daily login multi that is Boo Pawns, my bad, and Master Tapes. We're going to get 10 like normal. Like so, if you're familiar with Star Rail, they do the exact same thing. And at the very end of the live stream, they give us a dev letter talking about we were listening to your feedback. Now, the reason for this is most likely due to all the hate brigading that was going on at the launch of the game, which it was overhated. But of course, they are emphasizing that they are listening to our feedback and they are going to plan on improving the game. And that should be everything in the fastest way I can possibly explain it with all the detail. Live stream is already short. I don't want to waste too much of your time. So if you want an even more condensed version, as was video before, like, subscribe to me on Twitch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, guys, I'm not going to lie. I was a bit distracted by the fact that there was very intense physics on screen. I forgot to point out a couple things. Mainly that being Seth being on, Jane Doe's banner, right? Which they do actually showcase Seth at 7:35 down here with his animations and everything. Again, completely forgot to show this part. My bad. But Seth is pretty cool. He's a charge blade user. If you're familiar with Monster Hunter, you're definitely familiar with what his whole vibe is about, right? Again, past that, they also show at 4:30 the robot girl and her funny stun mechanics where she's, spamming her stun attacks everywhere over the field. All that very cool stuff. All the characters do look really cool, but I'm personally most excited about Jane Doe. And then the last thing, the main reason why I'm adding in this segment at the very end is the banners. Forgot to cover this part, my bad. But of course, you get the robot girl with Billy and Corin, and then the weapon banner is, accordingly those 3 characters. I will say this banner does not look appealing whatsoever for people, despite the fact that you have one of the most valuable characters in the game on the banner. So yeah, it's a rip bozo. Hopefully you people pull her in one multi, so you don't have to waste that many pulls on these banners, because this one does not look very good. Counter to that, Jane Doe's looks very, very good. So obviously Jane Doe has Jane's on it, and then Seth, who's going to be helping Jane Doe, as well as any other anomaly teams. Seth, very strong character, and will be very good, very flexible for everybody's account. Of course, Ambi dupes are always appreciated because it makes Ambi better, who will be our free-to-play stunner. So that is what it is. Additionally, the weapon banner is the exact same with Seth's ideal weapon option, which I'll probably explain later, but defense characters are in a weird state right now. All right, that's the real end of the video. Bye.